Hello, dearest fire signs. I know I have been disappeared, missing in action. Tried to deal with a retard, elderly, alcoholic, selfish bastard, and trust me, that shit will eat your soul up, like it did with me. But I have I have cleaned and assembled my house's basement. So I'm now officially a basement dweller. I do want my membership card for that. And I'm back at reading the cards for y'all. And because I have been watching a shitload too much advent calendar unboxing on YouTube, I had this wonderful, glorious idea of doing a Horus Healing Tarot Advent Calendar for 2025, and we'll probably repeat the process for 2026. Hopefully it will be a good shit. So we're gonna tackle 3 topics: general snapshot, healing shadow work, and romance and relationships, because we are yearning for that. Right off the bat, and I am a fire sign myself, I'm a Leo. So, fire signs, we collectively have walked away from something, we are currently healing, and we are being a little bit defensive about something, which in my case is not letting my emotions get the best of me. But to each their own. If you have invested in something that haven't given back to you, you did a good thing in walking away and healing on your own, because you cannot get healing and closure from others. It's your own responsibility to do the work. So the way this, anyway, if you want like the full story, just go watch Air Signs intro, because I rambled the most there, and I do not remember specifically, precisely in what order what I said, but it's the same sort of the gist of it is that my father literally like drove me bonkers and ate my soul. I lost motivation to do anything except watch the grass grow in my yard. But there's a sense of revival, renewal, which is basically what I'm doing right now. I'm getting back into the swing of things to get back to what I love, which is reading the cards. And it's really interesting because like I literally ditched my life for this motherfucker, and yes, I'm single, empowered in my pre-Empress energy, giving and nurturing depending on myself. So I have left my life in Canada because I felt guilty of having an old, almost blind man living alone, depending on relatives in the family to like, you know, take care of him. And I should have been wiser and not let guilt guide me into this, because as an alcoholic he is even worse than what he was in Canada. And I swear to God, all he does all day is smoke and drink. He eats maybe twice and just meat, like sausage or meatballs, fried chicken, and drinks and smokes, and that's all he does. Oh, and rents. That's all he's capable of doing. And yes, I have walked away from something in which I had invested a lot that has basically not returned any sense of favor to me. So like whatever, I have other avenues, other options, other things to like satisfy my creative itch. And so yeah, so this is for the fire signs. If you do need a rest, recuperation, but also just a moment to like see things from a different perspective and add 1 and 1 and 2 together, have a quiet headspace moment to like see the situation for what it is, do not hesitate in taking that time for yourself and just rest, meditate, ponder, see things in a very logical lens so that you can make a plan to move forward in a better direction, better way, better road, etc. Oh my fucking god, this card. Stop stalking me. Yes, I walked away. Yeah, so what? So this is for my fire signs. Aries, Leo, and Sag. I'm a Leo. My bakery teacher was an Aries. Like, oh my god, he was delicious. And one of my favorite indie movie directors and actor is a Sag. So I know at least one representative of all of the fire signs. We make the world go round. Let me just say that. Fire sign, what a drug. So I'm gonna do 3 poker shuffle. Okay, so we are currently apparently residing in a sense of not satisfied, but love offer or meaningful gesture is on the way. If you're in that situation, good on you. I'm personally not holding my breath, knowing the type of men that I deal with. But if you are dealing with one that you can actually expect something from, it's on the horizon. In the meantime, nurture your own emotional, sorry for the shake-up, stability, where you invest your emotions to who you give in what capacity. Make it meaningful. Appreciate if others are coming with meaningful gestures towards you. And stop stressing. If you are, do not let the expectation set the boundaries of your stress and like bind you and enclose you or trap you into whatever. I know Altaro said he will reach out and expect an apology. Do not let that frame your whole time frame or existence or emotional space, energy. People are blessed with free will, so if he wants to, he will. If he doesn't want to, he won't. Don't let it limit you. Do not let the expectation or the waiting of it, of a vague online read, determine how you live your life until whatever action concretely happens to you in your 3D life. So, fire signs, where are we at? I'm gonna use the bottom of the deck as a clarifier. Oh, so we have a new opportunity. That is mucho bueno. We have done our healing. We need to be cautious about choices. Victory celebration. Being decisive and cunning, clever, strategic, very crucial. Oh, and there's conflict at the heart of the matter. Of course there is, when there is not. So then, let's see how this thing shapes up. And I am a Leo myself. I don't know if I already said it or not, but this is for the fire sign collective. So Aries, Leo, Sag. Let's dig into it. What occupies our thoughts is rushing into action, being passionate, being fired up, being inspired. In my personal case, this. I am, so if I reach enough hours or enough audience, I can monetize my YouTube, which means financial resources, and I'm going towards it, driven by passion, because this is what my passion is. I love to read the cards, I love to dig into energies and tickle that little thingy and like let my intuition do the work and see what pops to my mind and just help others in the process of my passion, because I'm a very generous, hands-on, helping sort of person in my real life. So all this is good. So you are inspired, you are fiery, you're passionate, you are dashing into it, you are rushing into it. And in this new opportunity that is given to you by God, the universe, whatever you believe in, seize the day. Carpe diem. What you have been doing is that you have been riding into victory again. So we have 2 riders now. You have been acknowledged and celebrated, but it could have been like a solo journey, or you retreated from this public acclaiming or acknowledgement or celebration or whatever, which in my personal case, again, I was liked, especially on my Hungarian channel, which I need to get back to eventually. I was celebrated, I was liked, I clicked with people, but I retreated because my father literally ate my soul and my motivation and my will to do this. And also, when I was doing my reads in my room, I would talk obviously to the camera, and so by talking I created noise that would wake him up, that would make him drink more and more and more. So now the solution is I'm in the basement where I'm secluded, where the noise is limited to remaining here, so he can sleep most of the day and not drink as much. But what we have been doing is also going, or actually I'm gonna go between we and you guys are in fire signs. What you have been doing is retreating into yourself, contemplating what you left behind, this acclamation, this celebration, this good news, the way you were celebrated and recognized for what you brought to the scene, to the table, and now you seek a new way of bringing that back potentially, but in a way that is somewhat different, because you have options now, and that's where we're gonna go. And with options comes a clouded judgment, so be very cautious of the options available to you and how you decide to proceed forward with this bold, passionate, enthusiastic, dashing energy into claiming this new potential financial opportunity that is coming to you. So you need to shed a light on it and go a little bit into yourself to really analyze the situation to make the right choice, but also follow your intuition. Leo especially is super intuitive. I don't know about Aries and Sag, but hone in that inner voice, that gut feeling, that a little voice that sort of nags you or directs you, or just like this yes, this no, to really help you differentiate the options that you have on the table to make the clear choice, because not everything that shimmers is gold, especially in today's day and age where fake shit is so easily and so easily available, so readily available everywhere. You need to be very cautious, very discerning, very not intuitive, but very just analytical and very grounded and very look beyond the shimmering, glimmering advertisement that is thrown at you to lure you in, to like grab you and get your resources, your energy, your time, your money, whatever you have to offer to the situation, to the context. Where you have been standing is healing a relationship, like a major relationship, something that was very deep, very significant, very meaningful, very basically fucking important. We have two major arcanas here, the Lovers and the Star. The Lovers is normally like a soul tie, a deeper, more meaningful soul tribe, not necessarily twin flame. I don't play that game. This can be a very meaningful, important, impactful relationship. It can be romantic, it can be friendly, it can be family, it can be co-worker, it can be your neighbor, whatever is very significant, impactful, powerful, meaningful to you at this stage of your life, that has entered a situation in a place where you need to heal from it because it went sour. And if we go back to the Eight of Cups that keeps stalking this read, you had to walk away from it because something happened with the other party in the situation or the relationship. Maybe there was conflict of some sort. So whatever happened, you are now healing. That's good. You are nurturing yourself, your intuition, your hopes, your wishes. This can also be on a very positive end of things, a wish fulfillment to bring in a higher level commitment, a higher soul partner into your life. So potentially your future significant other, your spouse, your life partner, someone very important is coming into your life. It's a wish fulfillment. It can also be that way. So this is in your past, so it's a very recently came into your life. Where you are headed at is being very cautious with your money, holding on, being very strategic, very clever, very thoughtful with your finances, in where you put in your money and your resources, holding on, maybe not telling everybody your whole business all the time, being very strategic, clever, scheming a little what you tell to whom in what capacity, just in case people might want to take advantage of an idea or a project or a potential something that you can develop into something bigger than, like, so you receive the seed, don't tell that you received the seed, because it can be like a sakura tree. So if you're the first one to have a sakura tree in fucking Siberia, you're gonna build a greenhouse and you're gonna grow that sakura tree and you're gonna have sakuras in spring in Siberia. Yes, I'm being hyperbolic as fuck, it's just to give you the idea. So do not be too outwardly expressive in whatever is coming your way that you have, that you can build upon. Be cautious also with your finances. Don't splurge. I know Leos especially tend to splurge for the holidays, because even if we're poor as fuck, we like to give to others, but I urge you to consider it and be a little more cautious, especially in this economy everywhere. Like here in Romania, inflation has been brutal, like 2 times already in like the last 6 months or so, even less, I don't know. So it's like, cautious with your money. Be clever, be assertive, be forward thinking. Do I really need this? Yes, I know Black Friday is now just past at the moment that you see this video, but be very, do I really need this? Will I really use it? And do I really, and so am I being influenced by Black Friday content that I see online, or do I really see myself utilizing this because it's a need and not a want? Like the Stanley Berry Stacker, for instance. Be very judicious with the decision that you're making, but this guy will help you anyway, so you should be good. At the center of the whole thing, we have conflict in the family situation, which is basically me fighting with my alcoholic father, who's a selfish bastard, but we all have a different story. So if you have a conflict running in your home, that should be like your stability and your source of comfort and reliance. Try to be above it and find a way out. For instance, me knowing that he's drinking, I try to limit his drinking hours to like a little bit in the morning and a little bit in the evening. So most of my day I spend here in the basement, where I still have internet. I have my laptop, I have my Switch, I have my phones, I have my cards, I have other shit, I have a fridge working in the other room, I have food. So I'm basically cutting his drinking in portioned times in the day so that I don't have to buy that much alcohol too, but also he doesn't kill himself with it, and I avoid conflict, because if I just keep serving him more and more and more, he tends to get ranty and then rage, and it's just a pain and a misery altogether. So I'm stepping away from the conflict, and thus I avoid problems. So whichever conflict is happening in your personal situation, try to see how you can step back and avoid to put fuel on that fire. Because at first, yes, I was shouting back, screaming back, raising my voice, dishing back insult, more like truths at him. That feels like insult, because he is not capable of acknowledging the truth and the fact. Take a step back, focus on yourself, focus on your healing, on your victories, on your solitude to find guidance and clarity and wisdom in the situation. Trust your intuition and your empathy and your capacity to deal with situations in an empathetic, loving, diplomatic way, so that you avoid useless conflict, especially in your home environment. Fire signs. This was basically a beautiful read. I don't think I need to go like investigate deeper into the situations at hand. So I'm gonna pull you two cards from the Future Higher Self Oracle deck, and I'm gonna leave you with that. And obviously I'm gonna see you for the next 24 days, and we have one. Everyone you meet is another part of you that wants to be loved. Oh, that's beautiful. Even if you have conflict with them, and through that try to see what weaknesses in them resonate in you. My father is prone to addiction. My addiction is shopping. I love bracelets, as you can see. So this one was especially put together because I lost 4 of my puppies to parvo. So we have like a lot of letter M, 4 of them, and 1 A for Anna. So, and now all my Facebook and EMAG, which is like the local Romanian Amazon shopping platform, all they advertise me is these charms and bracelets and stuff like that, because that's what I like. So I need to temper myself in not indulging in the prices and how cute it looks, and just not go for it. But also, if others have victories or empathy or diplomacy or cleverness, look at those aspects into you. Like the thing that you notice the most in others, reflect back if that's in you, present in you, how it manifests in you, and how you can harness that in you for the better, greater, long-term, optimal good in your life. Bottom of the deck. Oh, this is beautiful. Be the brave and authentic soul you were always destined to be, especially fires. We need to keep that fire going on, to inspire others, to keep others warm, to light the way, to be that fire in the night that everybody comes around us for, like comfort and nurturing and just advice. And no, we are everybody's safe space. I can't talk. Anyway, fire signs, you are my shortest read, but my best read. Love you guys. Love thyself. We'll see you tomorrow for day 2 of the Horus Healing Advent Calendar 2025. Hopefully this won't be a bitch to edit, because I'm recording with the microphone on top of the camera, so like syncing shit together. Did I mention? Yeah, so we're gonna have snapshot, healing, shadow work, and romantic partnership reads. I'm gonna try to mix it up, not to be like a boring pattern. I will see how I will proceed. Tomorrow, though, we are officially definitely doing shadow work. So, see you then. Ciao! Peace out.